do you need more hormones as you age or?
Actually, I'm not sure of that. Pero kasi nagde-depend ang hormones na ititake mo. Depende syempre sa level ng estrogen mo at testosterone during that time. So kailangan mo ng blood test. So papababain yun, yung male hormones mo, tapos papataasin ng estrogen. Kaya kailangan talagang i-monitor. Kasi dumating yung time na kasalanan ko, wag yung gagayahin. Medyo nag-overdose ako dun sa female hormones na tinitake ko. Kasi this is before my wedding. Kasi gusto ko malambot ako, Mama Mary. Ganon.
Nag-overthink ka sa hormones.
So instead ng 4 milligrams, parang ginawa ko 6 milligrams a day.
Wow.
Or 8 milligrams pa nga.
Wow.
Tapos nagpa-test na ako ng dugo.
Oo.
Diyos ko, parang let's say ang range ng babae is hanggang 80 lang. Tapos yung sa akin parang 130
Oh
na.
my goodness.
So
And
parang
that's bad.
mas mataas pa yung level
Sa
ng
normal.
hormones ko sa biological women. So,
Oo.
and then that's bad pala. Kasi
Bakit?
mas mataas ang female hormones mo, ang estrogen mo, mas risk ka sa thrombosis, yung mga blood clottings, etc. So hindi rin siya advisable. Kailangan,
Scary,
di ba lahat naman ng over masama?
Masama. Correct.
So yun, based lang to on my own experience
Pag
hindi
ito
ako
gagayahin.
doktor. So baka sabihin nyo, ay yun ang nangyari kay Kalad Karen, mangyari din yun sa akin. But that's what happened to me. So sabi nung doctor ko, mag-stop ka muna mag-hormones ng 3 months.
So hindi ka naman nag-worry na?
Hindi naman.
3 months, Doc.
Parang 6 months pa nga yun Tinodo ko na para lang bumaba yung estrogen levels ko. And then nung bumalik na ako, sinunod ko na yung payo ng doktor. Kasi na-realize ko, hindi naman ako doktor. But bakit nagre-reseta ako sa sarili ko? Yun.
And when it comes to medication, talagang we have to be careful. Kasi syempre, health pa rin naman at the end of the day, di ba? No matter what. Yung mga ganda-gandahan natin, pang physical lang yan.
Oo. Pero yung pala, nabubulok na internal organs mo. Charot.
Nagka-clot ka na pala dyan.
Mali yun Mali yun.
Huwag po nating tularan yun. Pero, grabe, Jervy Cruz talagang ngayon nire-respeto na.
Ano Jervy Cruz?
Ay, sorry.
Wait,
Iba po yun. Sorry.
Basketball player yung
Jervy Wrightson. Jervy Wrightson, tama, di ba?
Wrightson.
Right.
Jervy Wrightson, isang, I can't forget that post of yours when you were finally able to say your name and the married name
I know.
on TV.
On national TV.
Yeah, grabe. As in goosebumps talaga. How does it feel to be able na show everybody who you really are? Kasi nakilala ka namin, you were impersonating someone.
Yeah.
Na parang for the longest time, you have to be someone else that is not you. And then now they embrace you for who you really are on national
Actually,
TV.
napaka-powerful na magamit na yung sarili mong pangalan. I've always believed that our names have power.
Oh.
Ayan, medyo kinilabutan ako.
Same.
Kasi
Ako rin
syempre, di ba?
Kung ano ipapangalan sa'yo ng magulang mo, importante din.
It says a lot about you and your life. So, for me to be able to use my real name on TV, that was monumental. Not only for me, but probably for the entire communities ng transgender community. Kasi
Correct.
nagamit mo kung sino ka, tapos married name ko pa yung ginamit ko. And as a trans woman, that's also very important for me na magamit ko yung apelido ng asawa ko.
Ang daming na-inspired.
Oo. Tsaka, I think it's also about time na medyo mag-step aside ako doon sa character na Kalad Karen.
Yeah.
Because for the longest time, yun ang ginagawa ko mag-impersonate ng isang tao, which is my idol, Ma'am Karen. Pero I also believe that I was able to build something for myself. Diba? A name for myself.
Correct.
So parang, I think it's about time na rin na kilala ng tao kung sino si Jervy. But
Sure.
Kalad Karen will always be a part of me.
Oh.
Lagi ko sasabihin yan sa lahat ng mga interview ko na hindi na mawawala si Kalad Karen. Kasi number 1, yun ang kilala ng tao.
Oo.
And number 2, si Kalad Karen ang rason kung bakit ako nandito pa rin ngayon. So ang laki ng utang na loob ko kay Ma'am Karen Davila at dun sa character na Kalad Karen. At sa mga taong naniwala sa akin for almost, I think, a decade now in the industry. So I'm so happy that I'm still here. And at least kilala ng tao si Jervy at si Kalad Karen.
How do you do that? Is there a switch? Kasi parang ang hirap mag-impersonate, no? And that's your job. And 24/7, people expect you to be Kalad Karen.
Oo.
And you
Or they
know,
know you
and
as
you know
Kalad
to
Karen.
yourself na hindi naman ako si Kalad Karen. Like, when is the time for you to, okay, switch back to the real me?
Alam mo, medyo
Okay, work mode.
Gets.
Alam mo yun?
Pero medyo maswerte ako kasi malapit yung personality ko, na totoong
And
personality
even the
ko.
voice.
Oo,
Oo nga
kay
parang,
Diba?
yeah.
Kalad Karen.
Oo.
So, less effort na sa voice. Kasi ganito rin talaga ako magsalita.
Even before this, even before the impersonating part.
Siguro mas iniiba ko lang kapag si Karen Davila.
Okay.
Mas iba siya.
Okay.
Mas may effort yung Karen Davila.
Okay.
Pero kaya ko madali lang sa akin mag-switch. Kasi hindi ko na ini-effort pa yung boses.
Oo.
In terms of look, parang dumating din yung
Kering-kering,
time
no?
na pareho kami talaga ng hairstyle
nga,
ni
eh.
Ma'am
Body hair
Karen.
color.
Even the makeup and
Correct.
everything. So, madali lang siya sa akin. Hindi ako nahihirapan. At saka natutuwa nga ako pag sinasabi ng tao na, uy, gayahin mo nga yung boses ni Ma'am Karen. Like, kunyari sa inuman,
Oo.
o kaya sa party. Talaga ba,
Ikaw
dear?
kaya, ikaw
Dapat may puhunan. Di ba? Parang, tapos natutuwa sila. So ako
Oo.
naman, okay. Kung anong entertaining sa inyo. So, hindi siya mahirap for me.
So, yeah.
Go.
I mean, like, in your 20s, ikaw si Kalad Karen. Kalad Karen lahat, even in your career, kasi nakwento nga ng manager mo kayo na, like, you were a writer
Yeah.
for, di ba, for the longest time, and then naging Kalad Karen. So, now in your 30s, like, who is Jervy
Jervy yan.
Kita nyo na ako na si Jervy Cruz.
Jervy Wright, di ba? Like, tapos ka na sa pagiging Kalad Karen, lahat ng racket kinukuha mo.
Oo.
Ngayon na 30s ka na totoong, naman totoo, pero like na-embrace na namin na napakilala mo na sa amin si Jervy Wrights.
Yes.
In your 30s,
Correct
who
na,
is
correct.
Jervy Wrights?
Right son, not Cruz. Oh, di ba?
May bago na tayo. Nadamay ka pa
Oh,
tuloy.
sorry. Oh.
Hindi, I think now, I'm more confident about myself. I feel more secure. And iba na yung priorities ko
Mm-mm.
as compared nung 20s ako. Kasi nung 20s ako, when I was starting in the industry, I'm sure lahat naman tayo makaka-relate. Yung lahat ng ipagawa sa akin, gagawin ko.
Mm-mm.
Padala ako sa Pampanga, padala ako sa Pangasinan.
Oh, nag-UKG ka.
Nag-host
Yeah.
ako ng Umagang Kay Ganda before eh. So, papadala nila ako sa Zambales.
Game
Tas
ka niyan.
tomorrow, Pangasinan. The next day naman, Aurora. So parang, talaga ba? Parang pimpong ball na kung saan ako dinadala. And I was really very enthusiastic that time. Kasi bago ka eh.
And
So,
maraming energy, bagets.
marami kang energy kahit wala kang tulog.
Oo.
Alauna ng madaling araw ha.
Kaya
6 a.m. ang UKG ha.
Sinusundo ako sa bahay. No,
Di ba,
4:55
Yeah.
Ang call
a.m.
time?
No, 3 a.m. call time.
Oh my.
4:55 a.m. ang airing hanggang
Oo,
8
airing
in
na
the
yun.
morning. So 1 a.m. sinusundo na ako sa bahay para makarating ng Pangasinan o kaya ng Zambales. Ganyang level ha. Natutulog lang ako sa van. Ginagawa ko. Because number one, I was really enjoying.
Yeah.
I had more energy. And during that time, I was trying to prove myself. Kasi kailangan makita niyo yung prowess ko sa hosting eh. Na kahit live, walang script, kaya kong dalhin tong segment ko na to. And it's ABS-CBN. Maraming makakapanood sa'yo. Tapos lahat ng racket ginagawa ko. O meron kang may ira-racket kang event tonight. Mag-host ka ng, for example, event ng bangko. O sige, push ko yan. O tapos, kinabukasan, meron ka after Umagang Kay Ganda, mag-showtime ka. So, ginagawa ko talaga lahat. Pelikula, anong character yan? O reporter ka dito, sige gagawin ko yan. Lahat. Oo, ako.
But do you think because you have to work as hard or
Extra hard.
extra hard because you're transgender or
Not really. I don't think my gender has something to do with it. It's just me also na, kasi pag bago ka lang sa industry, di ba, lahat naman na ipapagawa sa'yo gagawin mo.
Mm-mm.
And now, I'm in the position that I can say no. For example, gusto mo ba ng guesting tomorrow? Nasa akin na yung power
Oo.
whether to accept it or not.
Correct.
Kasi before parang feeling ko pag nag-no ako, mawawala yung opportunity na yun. Shit,
Sayang.
katapusan ko na pag di ko to
Oo.
ginawa.
Mm-mm.
Ngayon parang di ko gagawin, then I don't wanna do it.
Oo.
And then that's my choice.
Mm-mm.
No explanation needed.
Mm-mm.
'Di ba? Parang in return, nagkakaroon ka ng control and power over your life. And I think that's important when you're getting older.
Yeah.
Hindi ka na nadidiktahan ng ibang tao na na-realize mo na sa sarili mo na my life, my choice.
Mm-mm.
So,
I love it.
my rules, di ba?
Yes,
My
correct.
life, my choice, my rules. So, yun. I think ganun na si Jervy ngayon na I have more control sa buhay ko.
But you know, when people look at you, we see someone who's so confident and so comfortable for who she is. Is there things that you are still insecure, that you have to deal with privately? May mga ganun ka pa bang?
I've always been very vocal about being a transgender woman. Pero syempre, bilang trans woman in the Philippines, napakarami mong fear and insecurities. Kasi marginalized pa rin naman ang mga members ng LGBTQIA+ community. Especially na ako, I believe, this is my opinion, na hindi pa rin naman talaga nabibigyan ng pantay-pantay na karapatan ng lahat. Why? I am married abroad. I'm legally married in the United Kingdom. But in the Philippines, I'm still single. Kasi hindi naman nire-recognize yung kasal namin ni Luke because wala sa batas natin na i-recognize ang same-sex marriage. Diba? So, yun, insecurity ko yun. Na bakit hindi ko siya magawa dito sa sarili kong bansa? I'm a law-abiding citizen. I pay the tax. I'm just like each and every one of you. Bakit hindi ko maparegister yung kasal ko just because
Hindi
it's same-sex? So, yun yung mga insecurities ko about being a member of the LGBTQIA+ community. And I'm really vocal about talking about these things kasi marami ring taong nakaka-relate. Hindi lang naman ako yung may ganitong sitwasyon eh. Even yung mga ginasal sa Amerika, sa Europe na 2 lalaki, 2 gay men, or 2 lesbian women, di ba? Na may parehong sitwasyon sa akin. Tapos pag uuwi sila ng Pilipinas, ganon. Di ba? Even yung mga hindi nga kinakasal yung antagal na 30 years na together. Di ba? Hindi nare-recognize yung relationship nila dito sa Philippines. Tapos, in terms of discrimination, syempre, iba pa rin ang turing sa mga members ng LGBTQIA+ community sa, 'di ba, heterosexual people kasi iba pa rin yung pagtingin ng tao. Marami pa rin mga taong kukutsa sa iyo, 'di ba? Ay, si trans yan eh. Ay, yan yung, 'di ba, ngayon
I
sa
think
social
very
media.
traditional pa rin most of
Conservative pa rin kasi ang
tayo.
tingin natin. Even if we say we're tolerating it, but are we accepting it? Iba yun
Yes.
Iba yung ina-accept no fully dun lang sa, may ganyan kasi hayaan na natin.
Oo.
Iba yun.
Or ang dami din kasing hindi na lang magsasalita dahil takot mabash online. Dahil syempre mas vocal na tayo about, equality,
Yes.
diba?
Pride
Yung
Month
tolerating na lang yun.
Correct. Tignan mo naman yung anak-anakan namin na si Aura. Lagi siyang
lang dami yung bash.
nababash online.
Kawawa.
Dahil lang
Grabe.
trans woman siya, nagpo-post siya na nakadress siya or
Tsaka
nakaswimsuit siya.
opinionated din.
Diba parang,
Naku, hindi na
bakit yun siya inaaway just because trans siya? Ang dami rin namang mga babaeng naka two-piece, mga babaeng
Pero
nakadress
pinupuri.
or nagmamaganda. Oo. Bakit porket trans siya yung magiging focus ng ridicule nyo? So yan pa rin yung mga insecurities namin, especially that we don't have a national legislation that will protect everybody, not only the LGBTQIA+ members of the society, against discrimination with regard to their SOGS.
If this episode made you laugh, think, or suddenly text your friend, "Are we doing life right?" You're in the right place. Follow Trentitas so you never miss an episode. And share it with a fellow 30-something who's also balancing dreams, bills, and existential questions. Because let's be honest, nobody really knows what they're doing in their 30s. We're all just figuring it out. Stick around for more real talk, good vibes, and conversations that make adulthood a little less confusing. This is Trentitas, your hangout for surviving your 30s.